Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. So today, guys, doing a little bit of a different video today, guys. Talking about some changes that I'm making to my PC build. So for those of you guys that don't know, if you guys didn't see the last video, I bought a GTX 1650 Super, or not Super, sorry, just 1650. I was originally planning on building like a Ryzen AMD system with like an Asus B450 motherboard, a Ryzen 5 3600, a 16 gig kit of RAM, so on and so forth. But after going through prices, guys, I'm realizing that AMD builds are really expensive right now, and mostly because they're for performance, but I'm in a budget still. So I've watched a couple more videos, and while I do have my Ryzen system here, which is my HP Pavilion, I'm thinking about going Intel because it's cheaper. And what I mean by that is I've watched a couple builds that people have done with Aorus boards, like a B460 board. And also they were using like an Intel Core i5 10400, which is actually pretty good, pretty respectable processor. But also they're just easier to deal with. It's not as annoying as having to put a Ryzen cooler on, Wraith cooler on like a CPU or stuff like that. And like I said, I'm doing this for a budget build, guys, because this is my first time ever building a computer. And my budget for a CPU is about $200, but when I looked up my Ryzen 5 3600, it's going to be like $350, and I don't want to spend that much money. So I'm probably just going to go Intel for this first build. And Intel is good, but Ryzen is mostly for performance. Intel is standard, but it still has some gaming performance. As long as you got the right graphics card and the right processor, you can do it. Because the Ryzen 5 3600, like I said, is like 350, while Intel Core i5 10100 or even a 10400 is 150, and that's a lot cheaper. So ultimately, I think this first build is going to be an Intel system. Even though I like Ryzen a lot, but I don't even know what. I know that the system that I had back there, it had a Core i5 in it, but I'm not sure what. It might have been a 10100. But I'm going to go up to a 10400 because I've seen a lot of people that have been done the Core i5 10400 builds, and it performs very well. Very well. So, like I said, I'm doing a budget gaming build. And also, it's not going to be until next year, but I'm thinking about buying a GT 1030. And I know some people are saying, why not? Why buy a low-end card? I'm going to probably do an even lower-end system than this one. This is my mid-tier system that I'm building. But I want to go even lower, because the GT 1030 can perform very well on low settings, So I want to try to do that build, because I want to also get like a low-profile card, just to try that out and see how that works, Because I have a GTX 970 back there, and then I have the 1650 in here, so I go, in the middle of those two and get like a 1030 or maybe even a 1050. I don't want to get I don't want to get a big card, because I'm trying to save money. Because I can get a 1030 for $150, $130, something like that. Not cheap, not expensive at all. So, but yeah, that's just a little idea for another build that I'm going to be doing much later on down the road. It'll just be a simple system. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm going to switch my build from a AMD build. I'm just going to do an Intel build, because it's better for the money, and I don't have a lot of money right now. I'm on a budget. I work a minimum wage job. Don't have a lot of money, and this Christmas is why I'm telling you guys this, is because I'm actually trying to build the system with like I said, the cheapest I can, because my next paycheck that I'm getting is going to be on Christmas Eve, and then I'm going to buy the components. I'm probably going to buy the motherboard and the CPU. I've got a 16 gig kit of RAM coming in tomorrow, which I was going to put in this system, but I do have another 8 gig stick from that old system that I think is still good. I'm going to attempt to put it in this computer, and if it registers it and it works, I'm going to use that 16 gig kit on the other PC build. So that's what I'll do, because I haven't tried putting in that other stick. The only reason why I'm worried about that stick of RAM is because when my brother was handling it, he pulled the plug on the power supply and immediately touched the RAM, and It wasn't a real bad shock, but he like, he jumped a little bit when he got hit. So I'm going to try to put it in the system. It shouldn't kill anything, but I'm letting you guys know that I'm going to try that because like I said, I bought a 16 gig kit, and I think I'm just going to put that towards the other build because I found out that this computer can run Warzone now. Because for every now and then, guys, when I would try to run Warzone would not perform at all. It would go like 30 FPS, sometimes even 20. And I was like, I mean, I met the system requirements, but lately, now that I'm running Warzone, it runs at 60 FPS fine. And I'm like, okay, well, the 16 gig kit may not be needed, I can probably run it on the 8 gigs, because, I mean, I've got a 1650 Super in the system, Ryzen 5 3200, and 8 gigs of single channel memory. Which I would honestly prefer to get a dual channel memory, which I'm going to try to do. So yeah, so that is my update for the system, guys. Thought I'd let you guys know how it's all going. And also, guys, this will probably be I know I haven't uploaded a lot of videos lately, but I also want to say, guys, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to any of you guys out there. Hope you guys are having a good time. Hope you guys are spending time with your families. I'm actually going to be heading to North Carolina in the next 2 or 3 days to go visit my brother and my sister and my nephew. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then up there, like I said, when I get my next paycheck, I'm probably going to buy my CPU and my motherboard, just buy them as a 2-set piece. So yeah, so thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.